Today I want to talk some more about the coronavirus. I know I've produced a few videos now about the coronavirus, talking about different things about making sure you wear your mask, making sure you social distance. Today I want to talk about some things that have transpired during this whole pandemic thing. Many people are out of work, kids are home from school. We're coming down to the end of this a little bit maybe, I really don't know. I do know that things are starting to open up a little bit. Restaurants are starting to open this weekend. I believe churches are opening in our community. Some have already opened in other states. But things are starting to open up. But don't forget, whatever you do, even though things are opening up, it's still imperative that you wear your mask. We don't know how long this thing will go on. I'm no professional. I'm just a housewife. But I do know that I have a family that I love and I care about very much, and I will do anything it takes to protect them. And if the thought of wearing this mask, as miserable as it is what I need to do, then I will do it. And I urge you all to do it. Yeah, many feel like they have infringed on our civil rights, and in some ways it seems they have. But our president is looking out for our best interests. I truly believe that. You may not like him. There may be some things about him that annoy you, like any president. No one is perfect. But I really feel like he is trying to do what he can to help us. Nobody has all the answers. I certainly would not want to be the one person that everybody looked to criticize, to complain about, and to expect to fix my broken world. And that's kind of what we're in right now, a broken world. They keep calling it the uncertain times. It is a very uncertain time. Everyone is scared. Kids are tired of being home. Parents are tired of them being home, frankly. And some couples are fighting. There have been more arrests. There have been more break-ins. There have been more upheaval than there have been in a long time. Even people who have always gotten along seem to be butting heads on whether we should do it this way or whether we should do it that way, or what does the left say, what does the right say. I don't get into politics. Politics annoy me. But I have listened to the news enough to know some things. So if you're one who does not listen to the news, you do not want to research the internet for the information you need, I'm here and I want to give you some information. And I hope what I give you will help. And I encourage you each to try your best to get along while you're at home. And now that things are opened up a little bit, get out and take a walk in the park, play with your kids, get involved with them, enjoy family time, remember to be safe, and remember to ease back into society and ease back into everyday life in a manner that is safe for all of us. What I want to go on and talk to you about is the stimulus check. Everyone should have gotten a stimulus check by now. If you have not, I believe there was a deadline of May the 13th to file, so I'm not sure what will happen at that point, whether you will get one or not. But I do know that everyone should have gotten one. If you filed your 2018 and 2019 taxes, it should have been direct deposited into your bank account. Unless you have moved or you have changed banks, there should not be a problem there. I understand if things don't get confused and it does go to the wrong bank account because you've switched, they will send it back and you're supposed to get it in the mail. I don't really know how all that works. If you did not get your stimulus check, you were supposed to call a place called IRS Get My Payment App website. Or not call them, but go online and access that. Most of the information I got come from CNET. Every family should have got a stimulus check if you filed your taxes. You would get $1,200 if you are a single filing. If you are joint filing with your spouse, you should have gotten $2,400 plus $500 for each child. I believe there was a cap on that. I'm not sure what that cap was. My understanding was $500 per child. I don't know. But anyhow, that stimulus check was called the CARES Act, and it was to help boost our economy to get ourselves back going when the social distancing is let up. And that time has come now. So use your money wisely. If you were retired and you are on Social Security, if you are disabled, you should have automatically gotten your stimulus check. If you are a widow and you received a check for your spouse who has passed away, then the government will retrieve that from your bank account or ask you to send it back if you've already spent it. So that was a mistake on their part. They are trying to fix that mistake. If you were on SSI or a VA veteran, you might have had to contact that IRS Get My Payment app. But everyone was supposed to get their check. My research tells me that they have already given out 152 million payments. That's a lot of money, so be patient if yours hasn't come yet, and contact the necessary people if you think it has been stolen or put in the wrong place. There are still several million more to be paid. Now they have come up with a new something that they are working on, and I was kind of surprised when someone came to me and said they went to the store to purchase their groceries and they have an EBT card, and they suddenly realized that they had a lot of money on that EBT card and they had no idea why or where it came from because they get such a small amount each month. Well, I got online immediately and researched because that's just what I do. And I found out that if you have a child who is in school, in a public school, private school, whatever, and they are receiving free lunches or reduced price lunches, whether because of their income or if it is a school district wide thing, each child will get $313.50. Now, I'm not sure if every state has started that yet, but I know there are numerous states that have. I have done quite a bit of research online. If you're not sure about your state, you can go to your state and look up your EBT card and it will explain that to you. So each child will get that amount of money, and that is to offset what you are having to spend at the grocery store because your children are not getting their free lunch and breakfast at the schools. Well, some of the school programs were still offering the lunches if you wanted to go pick them up 2 or 3 days a week. But what they are doing now is for the month of March, April, and May, they were issuing $313.50 per child, a one-time payment. If you have not received it yet, you should receive it by June 1st. So look for that and don't be surprised if you happen to find that in your account. If you have not received a monetary amount for your children who are on the free lunch program, then it's because you do not already get EBT, which is your food stamp program. And if you do not already get it, go on the website for your state, and then you will have a thing that says click here, and if you do that, it will show you how to fill out a form, and they will send you your EBT card in the mail, even if you do not already previously get food stamps. Some of you really need that because your kids are at home eating you out of house and home. So make sure that if you are in need of that, you do fill that out. If you're having credit card problems and you're struggling with your payment on your credit card, there's a number you can call. It's 877-764-5798. And you can talk to them about a 0% interest or lowering your interest payment. There are people that are renting. Their company that they rent from are allowing them to not pay rent at this time or pay a reduced rent. The loan companies are allowing people to delay their house payments up till the middle of July. You know, if you're struggling, that's something you can be a part of. Car payments, some of them are allowing you to hold off on payments. And if you are desperate for a new car, they're out there for 0% interest for, I think, 5 or 6 years, 3 years. I don't even know because I'm not in the market for a new car. But there are so many things right now out there where you can find help that if you are sitting on your butt and you're doing nothing, get on the internet and research it and find the help you need. And if you have the help you need, then reach out and help someone else. God will bless you. And that person will be blessed, and I promise you will not regret it, because what you give to someone else always returns back to you 100-fold. I believe that. I don't believe I will have to want for anything, because if I'm a giver, God takes care of me. Also, the government is working on a new stimulus package, and it is called the HEROES Act. And that HEROES Act would allow each family to receive an additional $1,200 payment, I believe sometime in July, but it's a ways off. So each family would receive $1,200 per single adult, $2,400 per married couple, and anyone over the age of 16 would still receive their $1,200, whereas the original CARES Act, they did not. So if you have a dependent child in your home that's over 16, they will receive the $1,200, and anyone under 16 will continue to get the $500 if this goes through. They're actually trying to work it out that even the dependents will get $1,200, but like I said, this is a long way off. It's still in the making, so we'll see what happens. And there would be a cap of $6,000 per family. The eligibility will still be based on the same income limits of $75,000 for single filers and $150,000 for married couples filing jointly, and $112,500 for heads of household. Hopefully it will go through, but if not, I personally don't know where all this money's coming from. From what I can tell, it could be coming from our Social Security. And if that's the case, they may say instead of retiring at 62, you may not be able to retire to 65, because the money has to come from somewhere. Money doesn't grow on trees and it doesn't fall from the sky. Apparently some people think it does, but it does not. It is your hard-earned money that you pay your taxes on and you pay your Social Security dues on, and they use that money to help in a situation like this pandemic. So during COVID-19, most of you have already received your CARES Act payment, and you still may yet manage to get a HEROES Act payment. If you have not received your stuff in your bank account, like I said, you will receive in the mail a card that's called an impact payment card, or you will receive a paper check. I'm not sure what the difference is, but some people are receiving this impact payment card. This is something, it's a $3 trillion act if it happens. Yes, it was presented by the Democrats, and no, it has not come to pass yet, but they are working on it. Like I said, I feel like our government is working together to do everything they can. I feel like our president, whether you like him or not, is trying to do a tremendous job. He's trying to keep our economy from crashing, and he's trying to keep our abused kids from sitting at home being abused every day. He's trying to open up things a little bit so that we can have some normalcy of life, and we just need to be patient. Try to work together. Try not to fight and discriminate and fight over party issues. We got to come together as a people and realize that the most important thing is that we help one another. Be there for each other. If you can't find compassion and love in your heart to help somebody else, I'm sorry, I pity you. And so I hope I gave you a little bit of information that will help you. Like I said, don't forget to wear your mask when you're out. Don't forget the social distancing. But as our city opens, get out there and try to live life as normal as you can. When it comes time to go back to work, be safe, be careful. If you're not ready to go back to work, don't go back. If you have a physical ailment that says it is extremely dangerous for you, it would be best if you stay home. Just whatever you have to do. We're in this together. A lot of lives have been lost, but we can make this together. Years before, lives have been lost to the flu, to HIV, to many other things, and we have struggled and we have pulled through it and we have helped each other, and we can do that again. It's not time to quit. It's not time to give up, and it's not time to fight one another, but it's time to join together in unity to rebuild what this pandemic has tried to destroy. No, America is not destroyed. Yes, maybe it has tried, but we will come out of this because we're strong and we will work together. United we stand, divided we fall. This is an election year. Don't let this election year divide us. Get together with your neighbors and your friends and your family and help each other. And can't say it enough. See these? These are my hands. Everybody has a pair. The only way we're ever going to help our neighbors and our world is use these hands to make things better. Use the brain we have to make things better. My hands should be reaching people not only in America, but all over the world. How can I do that? If you know a way, post it below. If there's a certain charity that is feeding the hungry in India, Nigeria, Bangladesh, right now they're going through the cyclones. Hurricane season is right around the corner. If you know somebody in need and you know a charity that is legitimate and that is helping these people, find it, post it below. Leave me a comment. I want to hear what you all have to say. You may not like my videos at all. That's your business. But I want to hear what you have to say, and I want to encourage you all to bind together as we rise above this. COVID-19 is a piece of cake. If we are not divided. Thanks for listening. Take advantage of all the help you can get. Stay safe. Bye.